A woman named Tiffany Floyd and her 4-year-old daughter got a little something extra when they ordered their value meal at a Burger King drive-thru in Gettsville, New York on July 26th of this year. Floyd says that she took her daughter Michaela to the drive-thru and all was normal as they ordered and received their food. She then drove away, and about 5 minutes later, little Michaela dug into the bag, grabbed her burger, and took a bite. Then she said, "Mom, I didn't want ketchup. There's ketchup in this." So, she looked over at her daughter's food and noticed blood all over the wrapper, the burger, and even a few drops of blood on the French fries that were still in the bag. And her daughter is chewing food
Oh,
as she sees this, and she's like, because blood's pretty obvious when it's on
right.
and it wasn't just a tiny little smear.
Doesn't have that consistency of that fancy ketchup, right?
It does not. Yeah,
Oh,
catsup, maybe, but not
that's a
ketchup.
hurler right there. Like I see something like that, I'm up chucking right away.
Yeah,
It's
I don't know how I'd react. That's
I hate to say it, but like because it was the little girl, like she probably didn't have the same gut reflexes an
no.
adult would have. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Like
Yeah.
which would be worse for you, the Band-Aid or the blood?
I don't
Or
know.
or oh
God,
wait, the Band-Aid, the blood, or the you know what?
or the what?
Or the hair.
A pube.
Yeah.
They're all simultaneously horrible.
Yeah.
Truly. Body fluids though gross me out. In that context of like,
Right.
I don't know, but a Band-Aid, there's potential pus and just disgusting.
Gross.
So gross.
Gross. Move on.
She immediately told her daughter to spit the food out and pulled over. She then called the Burger King location she had just driven away from minutes before and learned from the manager that a worker had cut his hand just before cooking and bagging her food. Before cooking and bagging her food.
Right.
So it's not like he
Get
did
back
it
to
while
work. Is there a quota? Is there a quota we need to meet?
Gotta get this
here?
burger out.
Yeah.
Boss said I could get out of here and clock out when I got this one done, so I don't care.
Wow.
The manager offered a refund. That's nice. Here's your $9 back, lady. But she declined and hung up the phone. I have seen she made a social media post and it like right away, I think while she was still sitting in the car, and she took a picture of the bloody wrapper and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And
we'll show it to people.
She has this tirade that is like, caps, all caps and emojis, and just like, I think one of the things she says is, "Burger King, your days are numbered." She was pissed, rightfully so.
Yeah.
She then made a video and shared her experience on TikTok, and it went viral, garnering over 9 million views.
No
as of today.
Wow.
9 million views. That's crazy.
That's not good.
No. She Floyd filed a complaint with the local health department and went to Burger King's website to fill out a survey form letting them know of her situation. And I only wish I could see that survey form.
Yeah. Is there like a pull down option for, how was your burger cooked? It was rare, bloody.
Yeah. It's like the online version of a suggestion box, you know what I mean? But I would love to see what she wrote. I'm sure that has been destroyed by Burger King reps. We don't know what happened to that.
But when you talk about like the TikTok getting 9 million views,
yeah.
I mean, it doesn't take much for a brand to be up, back on their heels to, they've got to go into damage control when stuff like that happens. And it doesn't just impact that one franchise, it impacts the brand. I mean, we had a discussion on one of I think it was the food related episode again, this kind of Taco Bell meth lab. I mean, seriously.
Well, yeah, look at what, remember years ago, and I think one time this actually did happen for real, where there was like a mouse deep fried in with a chicken sandwich or something. And there was another time where a woman found said she found a severed finger or a mouse or something in her like Coca-Cola and tried to sue Coke, and they ended up discovering that it was put in afterwards, um, but she tried to sue. But that thing with KFC, I think it was KFC or Wendy's, but it like really damaged the brand for a while because it
Yeah.
becomes and that was before social media is what it
Yeah.
is today. Burger King reps told USA Today they were, quote, deeply upset and concerned to learn of this incident. This incident was the result of a team member in the restaurant who injured his finger and, upon noticing, immediately stepped away after continuing to cook and wrap her food. They didn't say that part, but that's really what happened. And what a typical corporate response. We are deeply upset and concerned to learn of this.
Yeah.
They said they closed the branch over the weekend for retraining staff and a deep cleaning by a third-party company. They also reached out directly to Floyd to apologize, but offered nothing else further than that apology and your $9 back or whatever. She's now retained an attorney because her daughter Michaela had to go to the pediatrician numerous times and may need to get blood work done once a month for up to a year. She's 4 years old, I think. The little one is
It could be bad.
Oh,
Yeah, I
sure.
mean,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
could be really bad. Like having blood work for a year, it totally makes sense. It might even have to be longer.
Yeah, but I mean, and for a 4-year-old, that sucks.
Tough.
That's really
Yeah.
tough. The little one is distressed, with her mother saying it's obvious that something traumatic has happened to her, and she won't eat anything at home because she thinks everything has blood in it. So that's actually really sad. And as I was reading about this article or about this story, I was kind of reading about the mother's reaction to some of the things, and there was a part of me, honestly, that was a little like, all right, yeah, it's gross, lady, but it wasn't. Then I start reading and thinking about the little kid and like having to go get blood
Yeah.
drawn and not eating. It's traumatic for this kid, and that's where you're kind of, as a parent, you would be super pissed off.
Well, and just think of the scenario where what if there was a health related thing that did get transferred through the
Sure.
blood and did impact this little girl for the rest of her life? Like it's not unheard of for sure.
No, and Floyd asked for Burger King to tell her who the worker was that cut himself, but due to HIPAA laws, of course, they couldn't or wouldn't.
Right.
She just wanted to find out that if that person had any kind of disease that could harm her child, in hopes that she could avoid having to have her kid get blood drawn every month for a year or more. So I guess the lesson here is always check your food before you just take a bite. And I'm guilty of it while I'm driving. Sometimes, if I don't eat fast food much, but if I do, I grab it and I just kind of open as I'm driving and take a bite. I probably will not do that anymore without at least taking a glance down to make sure there's not a body fluid dripping off my burger.
No thanks.
Yeah, that's it. That's Bloody Burger King.